the Calgary Flames. And
Hey.
the Calgary Flames, ladies and gentlemen, don't look now. They're 4-0. Craig Conroy, this is according to Pierre LeBrun on insider trading with, I don't know, some guy named Chris Johnson. You ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, anyway. LeBrun
Is he related to Mike?
said on insider trading that guys like Uyghur, Coleman, Kadri, those are guys that are not going to be sold off. They recognize, as some bottoming out teams do not, that you're going to need to have guys around that are veteran guys, that when the new guys come in, there's going to need to be a turnaround, and there's going to need to be some veteran presence in the room. And Kadri was on the other side of this in Toronto.
Yes.
Knows what it's like. And I think to a lesser extent, so does Mackenzie Weegar and Blake Coleman, because, Mackenzie Weegar was on some bad Panthers teams and then some good Panthers teams.
Well, and Coleman's a double cup champ, right?
Exactly. So you want that. And I just thought, what a difference from a year ago. Now, whenever Craig Conroy says, I'm not gonna,
He's about to.
I have a hard time believing it. Now, why? Let's talk about last season and put that into context a little bit.
Sure.
So.
Just they were in every trade rumor. And
they started the year off going, we're not selling.
Yeah, we're not selling and we're not doing this, and I don't know where this is coming from. Zadorov's agent traded Zadorov to the Leafs.
Yeah.
And Craig Conroy said, alas not. He marched to the beat of his own drum. It feels like a couple things. And I wonder which one it is truly. Flames were horrible last year, obviously. They shouldn't have been that horrible. They shouldn't have been. Playoff team, they should at least be in the hunt. They weren't in the hunt. So what is this 4-0 start? Is this a regression to the mean, and this is closer to what they actually are? Mm-hmm. Or is it the season just got away from them as it gets away from a team sometimes? Every year, there's a team that stumbles out of the gate a little bit, and then they hit a rut, and when they hit a rut, they cannot get themselves out of it. I think it was Philly a few years ago, won 10 straight games, and then they hit a rut, and they missed the playoffs entirely. You're just spinning your tires. Did that happen to the Flames last year? And is this hot start going to cure what ails them? And it was just a mindset thing, and everything's going to be fine. You know who else had that? The Jets. We were talking about the Winnipeg Jets, like they were going to sell off. They were going to completely strip the car.
Yeah.
Down to the frame.
Yep.
And they doubled down on the core in basically every way, shape, and form. And look at them. They're good. They're good. They've had strong regular seasons. Okay, playoffs not so much, but they've had strong regular seasons, and they're obviously a team that they shouldn't have sold on.
Right.
Maybe that's what the Flames are.
Right. Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
Well,
I'm still not sold on the goaltending, but
yeah.
We'll see.
Well, and I look at say, a guy like Jonathan Huberdeau. 6 points in 4 games, Jonathan Huberdeau. 3 goals. Oh man, how about that? Listen, I don't think Flames fans are upset about that contract if that's the pace he's going to score at this year.
I'm subscribed to this newsletter that updates me daily on how well Jonathan Huberdeau. Oh no, that's just Alan texting. No, that's just Alan texting.
Jesse, what are you looking at?
Just the Flames lines and where he's sitting right now.
So where do you, when you look at the Flames, is this, listen, it's the first 10 games. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to have fun stories like this. Their strength of schedule, they just beat the Blackhawks. They beat the just awful Edmonton Oilers, who are next up on the what's going on in the NHL. The Flyers and the Canucks. So the first game, Canucks, that's a good team.
Yes.
Beat them 6-5. They are missing their starting goaltender.
Yeah, they don't know that yet. They don't know that they're good.
They haven't figured that out
They
yet.
forgot.
The Flyers, not great team. Oilers, not playing like a great team.
Ew.
Blackhawks, understandably not a great team. So, I don't know. They're not. They seem not to have like the Kraken should be good. That's who they're playing next on Saturday.
Okay.
Then they're going to play the Penguins, who are mid.
Are we talking about the Flames or the Oilers?
The Flames.
Oh, okay.
And then they're going to play the Hurricanes, who are good, and then the Jets, who are very good.
We're going to find out what they are pretty quick. I love this Pospisil kid. Jesse has the the lineup right now.
The line combination.
The line combination. Sorry, it was
all good.
yesterday was a very long day. I sometimes there needs to be a master and sensei sort of thing, and Pospisil seems to really enjoy the role of shithead, and sharing a locker room with Nazem Kadri, you are about to get a hell of an apprenticeship. You're gonna figure it out, and you're gonna be a nightmare for years to come, young man. I like that guy.
Yeah, they've been searching for a center that'll unlock Huberdeau for the last few years since he's gotten there, really. And Pospisil might be the guy. Like, they might have found some sort of magic there with Huberdeau. So, like, you keep running this out. Like, there's no complaints right now from the Calgary Flames, and this might be a thing that works this season because Calgary wasn't as bad as they were on the standings chart as they were last year.
Yeah.
You know, their underlying numbers were decent. They were a lot better than it looked on paper.
Can you scroll up just a tad?
Sure.
Just so we can have the fourth line on screen. I need to know if Matt Coronado has a nickname. And the reason I need to know that is their fourth line might be the best nickname line in the NHL. Because Ryan Lomberg is the Lamborghini, that's elite. It's top 5.
Great name. Yeah.
Top 5. But Justin Kirkland...
Gotta be Costco.
It's Costco.
Yeah, gotta be.
His nickname is Costco. And that guy who I think was drafted second round 2014 just scored his first NHL goal. Like one of the better stories of the opening week. You know, there's always that, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
And who the hell is that guy? Finally makes an NHL team. He's played a couple cups of coffee in the NHL. And he finally gets his first goal. There's some great vibes going on in Calgary right now.
Yeah.
They're having a really good time. Just ride it, man. Ride it.
The thing, too, is they're doing all this without Sharon Govich, who had found some pretty good chemistry with Huberdeau at the end of the season last year.
Every team in the NHL, almost every team in the NHL, could conceivably make the playoffs if everything goes right.
Right, and then it never does.
No.
Which is why we default to teams that have depth.
Except for the Ducks.
Except for the Ducks.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Flames are not, I mean, to me, one of those teams that can survive an injury like that and be okay. To go 4-0 without this guy is, that's pretty good.
You like that?
That's pretty good. I didn't think they were capable of it.